Hey guys, what's going on? I'm your host ZXAxify and I've got a class setup video for you guys for the AN-94. Recently, loads of people have been messaging me, what's the best weapon in the game? What's your setup? Should I do this? Should I do that? So I decided I might as well do a video on it and show you guys what setup I think is the best and what I personally do well in game with. This is my assault rifle class anyway. I have a submachine gun one as well, but I'll put that up another time for you guys so you can have a look at it. I've gone through different attachments and perks with the AN-94 to decide what actually is the best, and finally I had my final setup for the gun. I'll go over the attachments first. With the primary gunfighter wildcard equipped, I've got quick draw, fast mag and stock equipped for the gun. Quick draw purely because you want the upper hand whilst in combat with other players, and most of the time people do lose gunfights purely because their aiming isn't as fast, or the other player has quick draw on and has a chance to aim at you before you can start shooting. Especially because it's an assault rifle as well, the aiming isn't as fast as a submachine gun, let's say, so it's better to have that bit of speed. Fast mag, again, because the AN-94's normal reload itself isn't actually that slow, but if you add fast mag it does speed it up majorly, and in very close gunfights it can be very helpful. Especially if you've been perhaps shot a whole mag into a couple of people but one of them is still alive, you'll want to reload as quickly as possible to finish the guy off. And lastly is the stock attachment, and I don't even think I need to explain this myself. Stock is an absolute must on an assault rifle. It helps a lot when strafing left and right in combat, and without stock, moving while aiming is in fact very slow. So when you're aiming around corners and walls, you want to be doing that very fast so you have that extra speed and you can kill enemies a lot faster and more efficiently as well. So you guys can see the attachments are based on the speed of the weapon. You want to ensure that you're being as fast as possible in gunfights, and since there's no sleight of hand perk and nothing like that can help you, it's only these attachments that can benefit you majorly. For perks, this is sort of my standard perk setup for most of my classes, and they do serve me well in game, so I'm sure they'll do you guys some good as well. With the perk 1 greed wildcard, I've equipped Ghost and Hardline. With Hardline, you want to be getting those score streaks as fast as possible, especially if you like running the higher ones like I've been doing in my gameplay. With Ghost, I actually used to use Flak Jacket purely because of the annoying explosives that would just kill me all the time, but I decided to change it to Ghost. With a UAV being a very low score requirement at 400 points, it is very easy to get this multiple times in a match, even when you're not as good as other players. So because this is basically a rushing class, you want to remain undetected by these UAVs and get as many kills as possible. Because there isn't a suppressor on the gun, so that'll be a giveaway as well. You don't want the additional UAV catching you out as well. For perk 2, it's pretty simple. I've chosen Scavenger because you don't want to be running out of ammo in the middle of a gunfight, and you want as much ammo as possible to get you through the match. It's just having to save you of picking up weapons off the ground, and you might not do as well with them. And lastly, for the class setup on perk 3, I've got Dexterity. This is mainly for climbing through windows and over ledges faster, because it is pretty slow without it. So obviously if you're rushing a lot of climbing might be involved as well, so you'll want that extra speed. Plus you'll have the added attribute of aiming faster after sprinting, so that's another thing that'll serve you well in gunfights. So that's basically my best class setup for the AN-94. I did contemplate with removing quick draw and adding a C4, because C4 is pretty damn important, but I decided quick draw is much better, so I left C4 out of this class. But if you think you can do well without quick draw, you could always replace quick draw with C4 yourself. This class is basically set around speed, so it is really good. It is a really good rushing class, and it will get you those high scoring games. It's done that for me, so I'm sure it'll do that for all of you. Anyway, that's everything from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a thumbs up if it did, and let me know how it goes if you do decide to try out this setup. I'm ZXAxify, and I'll see you guys later. Adios.